Once, in a bustling town, there lived a bright but disorganized student named Aria. She was known for her incredible ideas, her energy, and her ability to dream big. But she had one challenge. She never seemed to have enough time to accomplish her goals. Aria would start her day intending to complete her assignments, practice her violin, and work on a science project. But by nightfall, her tasks remained unfinished, and she would sigh, "I'll do better tomorrow." One evening, while scrolling through her phone, she came across a quote, "Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it wisely." Intrigued, she decided to seek help from someone who always seemed to manage their time well, her wise grandmother. Aria, a disorganized student, learns the importance of time management through an insightful lesson with her grandmother using a jar experiment, leading her to achieve her goals effectively by prioritizing her tasks. Aria visited her grandmother the next morning. After hearing her struggles, her grandmother smiled and said, "Let's do a little experiment." She brought out a large glass jar, some big rocks, a handful of pebbles, and a cup of sand. "Aria," her grandmother said, "this jar represents your day. These big rocks are your most important tasks, the pebbles are things you'd like to do, and the sand represents distractions." "Aria," her grandmother said, "this jar represents your day." She placed the sand in the jar first, then the pebbles, and finally tried to fit the big rocks. They didn't fit. "Now," her grandmother said, "let's try another way." She emptied the jar, placed the big rocks in first, then added the pebbles, and finally poured the sand, which slipped into the gaps. "See, Aria," her grandmother explained, "when you prioritize the big rocks, everything else falls into place. But if you let distractions fill your day, there's no room for what truly matters." Aria, a disorganized student, learns the importance of time management through an insightful lesson with her grandmother using a jar experiment, leading her to achieve her goals effectively by prioritizing her tasks. Inspired by this lesson, Aria decided to transform her approach. She began planning her days each morning, listing her big rocks first. She set aside time for her assignments and stuck to it. She practiced her violin for an hour without interruptions. She dedicated specific slots for social media and leisure, treating them like the sand in her jar. The results were astonishing. Aria not only completed her tasks but also found extra time to pursue new hobbies and spend time with friends and family. Her confidence grew, and so did her accomplishments. Identifying and focusing on your big rocks, you can achieve more and stress less. Life isn't about doing everything, it's about doing the important things well. Aria learned this lesson and often shared it with others, reminding them, "Time isn't something you find, it's something you make. Take it away. Prioritize tasks daily. Break big tasks into manageable pieces. Avoid letting distractions consume your precious time." With discipline and focus, anyone can master the art of time management.